Good afternoon. Welcome to Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. Today, the Royals go up against the Yankees. The last place Yankees own a 22-24 record. Kansas City has posted a record of 27-19. Good enough for first in the American League Central Division. Kansas City leads the season series, 2-0. Despite the cloud cover, there is no rain in the forecast. The blustery winds will impact today's game. We're ready to get started. Starting for the Royals will be Will Klein. Will has a record of 4 wins and 1 loss, with a 4.05 ERA. In 9 games started he has no quality starts. Here's Anthony Volpe. He's hitting .227 this year, with 12 home runs and 26 runs batted in. Klein winds up. And here's the pitch. Volpe swings. Hit off the end of the bat to second. A Minnesota that's ground ball. Lopez goes to first with it for the out. Here's DJ LeMahieu. Klein delivers. Swing and a miss. Klein dusts off LeMahieu with a high hard one. Aaron Judge is next. The Yankees right fielder is hitting .287, with 9 home runs and 19 RBI. Here's the windup. And the 1-1 pitch. Judge swings. Bouncing ball. Toward short. With Junior up with it. The hard throw to first. And his aim is true. Judge is out. That retires the side. The Yankees go down in order. Taking the hill for the Yankees is Jonathan Loaizaga. Currently he's 1-1 with a 5.77 ERA. Opponents have compiled a .887 OPS against him. The leadoff hitter is Nicky Lopez. Here's the windup. And the pitch. Lopez checks his swing. The appeal, he offered. One to count on the hitter. The windup and the pitch. Lopez swings. Pounded hard. Carrying to deep center. Racing back is Duger. Reaching up. But he won't get to it. The ball hits the wall on a hop. Rounding first Lopez. Duger gets the ball back in, as Lopez coasts into second with a stand-up double. MJ Melendez is at the plate. He's hitting .211 this year, with 5 home runs and 14 runs batted in. The 3-1. Ball 4, a sinker. Melendez walks for the 21st time this season. Here's Bobby Witt Jr. He's hitting .281 this year, with 10 home runs and 34 runs batted in. 1-0 count. Loaizaga from the stretch. The pitch. Swing by Witt Jr. Slow roller. To the left side. Kiner Falefa moves in. Gloves it. The throw to first. And Witt Jr. is retired. That's the first out of the inning. Lopez hustles into third base. Melendez hustles to second. The batter is Nick Pratto. Loaizaga looks in. And gets the sign. Sets. And fires the 2-2 pitch. Swung on. Liner. Out into short center. It's in there for a base hit. Lopez crosses the plate. Melendez hustles to third. Nick Pratto gets a run-scoring single. The Royals grab the lead 1-0. Here's Vinny Pasquantino. The payoff pitch. Swing by Pasquantino. He slaps a ground ball. Past the pitcher. Past the bag and into center field. Duger is out there to field it. Melendez comes in to score. Pratto to second. The Pasquantino single scores 1. The Royals add to their lead. It's 2-0. Hunter Dozier is next. From the stretch. The 3-2 pitch. Dozier swings. Hit sharply. Third base side. And it's into left field. It's a base hit for Dozier. Rolling down the line. Pratto is in with the run. Pasquantino takes third. On his way home is Pasquantino. The throw to the plate. Dozier is going for third. Peraza cuts it off, fires to third. Not in time. The Royals score 2 on the Dozier double. Hunter Dozier increases his RBI total to 20. The Royals increase their lead. It's 4-0. Here's Adalberto Mondesi. The pitch. Struck him out swinging with a sinker. And here is Kyle Isbell. Isbell has hit safely in 10 straight games. Loizaga working from the stretch. Here's the 2-2 offering. Swung on. A grounder. Right side. Peraza has it down to a knee. He tosses to Loizaga covering first. And Isbell is retired. Side retired in the home first. Kansas City scores 4 runs on 4 hits. The Royals have gone in front, 4-0. Giancarlo Stanton to lead off the second for New York. He's hitting .235. He is 5th in home runs with 13. Klein has his sign. And delivers. Swing and a miss. Klein got him with that heater. Klein gets his second strikeout. Now Gleyber Torres. Klein working to Torres. Here it is. That's a ball. And Klein walks him on 4 pitches. Now Steven Duger. Dozier holds the runner at first. The pitch. Duger hacks at it. Hit in the air. To right field and deep. After it is Isbell. Near the track. And he hauls it in. Here's Mike Zunino. He's hitting .180 this year. With 9 home runs and 19 RBI. Check of the runner. And the pitch. Caught looking at a fastball for strike 3. Will Klein notches strikeout number 3. That retires the side. Just a walk for the Yankees, nothing more. The Royals lead the Yankees, 4-0. Here comes Drew Waters. He's hitting .214 this year. With 1 home run and 9 RBI. The windup, the pitch. Swung on. Line drive. To short right center field. It'll drop in there for a hit. Lopez is ready to go. A double for him in the first. The count is 3 balls and 2 strikes. Loizaga from the stretch. The payoff pitch. Lopez swings. Hit up in the air. To right. On the run Judge. And he reaches up to grab it. Zunino sends the sign. The pitch. Big swing and a miss. Loizaga collects a strikeout. Now Witt Jr. comes up. His first time up he grounded out. From the stretch. The pitch. Swung on. A hot shot on the ground. In the hole, left side. And it's past the reach of Volpe and into left field. Stanton hustles to field it. Taking second is Waters. Waters heading to third. Stanton has it. The throw to third. Stanton with the relay. Waters slides. And he's safe. Nick Pratto gets ready to hit. The pitch comes in. Pratto swings. Dribbled toward the mound. Loizaga gloves it. The throw to first. And Pratto is retired. The side is retired. The Royals get nothing. The score remains 4-0, Royals over the Yankees. Here's Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Klein into the windup. And here's the 2-0 pitch. Kiner-Falefa swings. Hit sharply on the ground. To the left side of the infield. Fielded by the shortstop Witt Jr. The throw over to first. And he gets it there in time. It's Oswald Peraza up to bat. He's hitting .227 this year. With no home runs and 1 run batted in. 1-1 count. Klein winds up and throws. Peraza swings. Grounded toward the hole on the left side. Mondesi gloves it. And fires to first for the out. Anthony Volpe digs in. Anthony is 0 for 1. Having grounded out to second. Klein releases the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Volpe cut through a curveball out of the strike zone. Side retired. No runs, hits, or errors. And no one left on base. The score remains 4-0, Royals. Vinny Pasquantino is up to bat. A base hit for Vinny in the first. Pasquantino the batter 1-1 the count. Wind up by Loizaga. Here's his pitch. Pasquantino swings. That's off the handle. Down the line to left field. Base hit, Pasquantino. Now the pitch. Ball 4. Dozier gets a free ride. Over to second goes Pasquantino. Loizaga has now walked 2. Substitution. On the mound for the Yankees right-hander Jamison Taillon. He has allowed 41 hits in 34 innings. While striking out 40. Next up is Adalberto Mondesi. Dozier and Pasquantino take their leads. The stretch, the pitch. Curveball, strike 1. Pitch made. Strike 3. Mondesi is rung up. Here's Kyle Isbell, a left-handed hitter. Isbell waits. The pitch. Struck him out swinging with a fastball. That's strikeout number 40 for Kyle Isbell this season. Here is Drew Waters. Taillon shakes off the sign. Now he gives the nod. The pitch. Waters with a swing. Line drive. Out toward shallow left field. It drops in for a base hit. Pasquantino chugs into third. Dozier to second. Pasquantino coming home. The throw toward home. Pasquantino slides. And he's safe. Dozier hustles over to third. On his way to second is Waters. Waters knocks in 1 with a single. The Royals extend their lead to 5-0. Here's the Royals leadoff hitter Nicky Lopez. From the stretch. The pitch. Swung on. Wrapped hard on the ground. Toward third. And it rolls into left field. Lopez around first. Now holding up. Coming home is Dozier. Taking third is Waters. Waters is going home. Here's the throw toward home. Zunino spins around and makes the tag. And he's safe. Lopez has a 2-run single. The score is now 7-0, Royals over the Yankees. Set to hit is MJ Melendez. 0 for 1 now. After his strikeout in the second. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The stretch, the pitch. Lopez takes off. Melendez swings at it. The ball put up in the air. Out to left center. Duger after it. Stanton chasing the ball as well. Duger looks over at Stanton. And calls him off. And he reels it in. The third inning's over for Kansas City. 3 runs on 3 hits for Kansas City. With no errors. And a runner left on. Kansas City extends their lead. The score is now 7-0, Royals. Here's DJ LeMahieu. Klein goes into the windup. And throws the 0-2 pitch. And LeMahieu gets hit. The home plate umpire points him to first base. Judge settles in. His last at-bat in the first. Ended in a ground out to the shortstop. A count of 2 on the hitter. Klein from the stretch. Comes home with it. Judge checks his swing. Half a swing. But it's a whole strike. The ump calls Judge out. That puts Aaron Judge at 40 strikeouts for the season. The stretch, the 1-1. LeMahieu is off for second. Inside, ball 2. The throw to second. Lopez slaps the tag, out. Melendez has nabbed 5 of 13 base stealers. Digging in next is Stanton. He struck out in the second. The pitch. A check swing. He couldn't hold up. And that's strike 3. That retires the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. The Royals remain in front, 7-0. Bobby Witt Jr. to lead it off. Long look in by Talon. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Fastball hit on the ground. Toward short. Volpe comes up with it. The throw to first. And he gets him. Prado steps in to face Talon. Prado in the game is 1 for 2. The kick by Talon. The 1-2. Swung on. Hit up in the air. Out toward the gap in deep right center. Duga chases it. At the track. But this one's gone. Home run for Prado. He hit a slider that flattened out. That UPS is home run total to 12. He hit that pitch 406 feet. The score is now 8-0, Royals. Here's Pasquantino. Vinny so far is 2 for 2. The infield is shifted for Pasquantino to pull. From the windup. Talon offers. Pasquantino swings. Bouncer to third. Kiner Felipe fields the short hop. Throws. And gets his man. So Hunter Dozier will come up. Talon toes the rubber. Winds. Delivers the 1-2 pitch. Swung on. High fly ball to left. Stanton backpedals a bit. And reels it in. Side retired. The Royals get a run. Kansas City pads their lead. The score is now 8-0, Royals. Gleyber Torres steps in. Last at-bat Klein walked him. Klein fires it in. Torres swings. Ground ball to short. Witt Jr. takes his time. Before throwing Torres out at first. Here's Steven Duger. He is hitless in this one. Duger swings hard. Grass cutter to the right side. Dozier darts to his right. Fields it. And leads his pitcher with a perfect throw for the out. That's just how they practice it. Mike Zunino is set to hit. He's yet to collect a hit. Into the windup. The 3-2 pitch. Zunino swings. Hard hit ground ball. Straight up the middle. And it rolls into center. Big turn. But Zunino will hold at first. Zunino breaks up the no-hit bit. Here's the Yankees' number 8 hitter Isaiah Kiner Felipe. The count is 2-1. Klein toes the rubber. Stares in. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Grounder. Past the pitcher toward second. And it'll find center field. Getting to it is Waters. Zunino goes to second. Zunino wheels toward third. Waters grabs it. Here's the throw to third. Kiner Felipe is going for second. Kiner Felipe with the hook slide. And he's out. Tremendous throw by Waters. That's the inning. 2 base runners in the inning. But the Yankees do nothing with them. The Royals still leading, 8-0. Mondesi will lead it off. He's 0 for 2 to this point. Talon into the windup. And here's the 1-2 pitch. Mondesi hacks at and misses the fastball. Strike 3. Adalberto Mondesi strikes out for the 3rd time. Tough day at the plate. Now, the left-handed batting is Spell. 1-1 is the count. Wind up by Talon. And he slings it. His Spell swings. Lofted. To short left center field. Charging hard is Stanton. Giving chase also Duger. But Stanton takes charge. And he reaches to make the grab. Drew Waters stands at the plate. Talon starts his motion. The offering. Ball 4 is in the dirt. The left-handed batting Lopez gets set to hit. Last time up in the third. He made the score 7-0, Royals. When he hit a 2-run single. From the stretch. Talon deals the 2-1 pitch. Swung on. Hit on the ground. Wide of third. Handled by Kiner Falefa. Throws over to second. And they get Waters. That's the inning. The Royals get nothing and leave 1. The score is still 8-0, Royals over the Yankees. Substitution. Now pitching for the Royals right-hander Brandon Markland. Coming into this game, he's 3-1. With a 3.00 earned run average. Peraza is up. Markland checks the sign. Winds and delivers the pitch. The sinker is in there. Peraza swings. Popped up to center field. Waters drifts in slowly. He's got it. And that retires Peraza. Set to hit is Anthony Volpe. The delivery from Markland. Swung on. Line to left for a hit. Volpe got a sinker and squared it up. The hitter is LeMahieu. Today he's 0 for 1. 1 on, 1 out. Check of the runner Volpe. And now the pitch. LeMahieu swings. Hard ground ball. In the hole, left side. And into left field it goes. Prado gets there to field it. Volpe to second. Judge is up to bat. Up to bat in the fourth. With the runner on first. He struck out. For the game, 0 for 2. The pitch. There's ball 4. And the bases are loaded. Volpe advances to third base. LeMahieu to second. Giancarlo Stanton steps in. He's hitting .156 with runners in scoring position. Markland stares in for the sign. Rocks and fires. Stanton takes ball 4. He'll head to first with a free pass. As Markland forces in a run. Volpe scores. Over to third goes LeMahieu. Going to second is Judge. 2 walks now for the pitcher Markland. The score is now 8-1, Royals. Gleyber Torres comes up to bat. With runners in scoring position. He has 7 hits in 23 at-bats. The pitch. Torres swings. Hit up into the air. Down the right field line. It's hooking. Isbell angling after it. And he extends to make the catch. LeMahieu tagging. The throw toward home plate. LeMahieu slides. And he's out. Strong throw by Isbell to get the runner. The inning's over. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors. 2 runners left on. Substitution. Entering the game for New York right-hander Shawn Armstrong. His record is 0-0 with a 2.61 ERA. Shawn has allowed 2 home runs in 10.1 innings. The leadoff hitter for Kansas City is M.J. Melendez. His at-bat in the third. He flied out to the center fielder. So for the game he's 0 for 2. Here's the wind-up. And the pitch. Strike 1 called, a fastball. The 0-2 pitch, here it is. Strike 3 called. Here's Bobby Witt Jr. He's 1 for 3 this game. The score is Royals 8, Yankees 1. Armstrong winds. And delivers the pitch. Witt Jr. swings. And he hits it in the air. Deep to center. Duger gives chase. And reaching up he has it. Here comes Nick Prado. Hit his 12th home run of the season last time up. 2 to count on Prado. The wind-up by Armstrong. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Prado strikes out. That's all for Kansas City in the 6th. No runs, hits, or errors. And nobody left on base. The Royals still hold the lead, 8-1. Substitution. Getting set to hit is Ehire Adrianza. Batting .250 as a pinch hitter. Markland into the windup. The delivery. First pitch swing and a miss. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Adrianza swung through it, strike 3. Substitution. Taking the mound for Kansas City right-hander Dylan Coleman. He's struck out 28, while allowing 17 hits in 29.1 innings over 17 games. The batter up is Mike Zunino. New York bats with 1 down. Coleman goes into his windup. Wheels and delivers. Inside with a sinker. The 1-1. Zunino swings. Lifted in the air. Down the line into left. Rushing in is Prado. And he pulls it down. Isaiah Kiner Falefa stands in. 1-1 count on Kiner Falefa. 2 out. From the windup. Coleman delivers. Kiner Falefa with the swing. Line drive. Out to shallow left field. Coming on, Prado. And he has it. The New York half of the 7th is over. Down in order goes New York. The Royals remain out in front, 8-1. 7th inning stretch time. Stepping in is Pasquantino. 2 for 3 in the game with 2 singles. Armstrong winds it up. And fires. Swung on. Bouncer to short. Volpe gathers it in. And throws to Wells for the out. Getting set to hit is Dozier. He's gone 1 for 2. The offering. Swing and a miss. Dozier is dismissed. That makes it 3 strikeouts for Armstrong. Adalberto Mondesi is up to bat. He's without a hit in 3 chances. Armstrong from the windup. The 2-1 delivery. Swung on. Flared to center. And it falls in front of Bruzza. Mondesi just laid the bat on that fastball. And poked it for a single. Pitch on the way. Running is Mondesi. Low and outside to his spell. Zunino hurls it to second. Not in time. Mondesi has the steal. Mondesi gets his 26th stolen base. Kyle Isbell steps in. The pitch comes in. Isbell swings and misses. He strikes out on a cutter. And Mondesi is left at second base. Side retired. No runs on 1 hit, no errors. 1 left on. The Royals still in front, 8-1. Here's Oswald Bruzza. Coleman kicks and delivers. And Bruzza draws a leadoff walk. Stepping in is Anthony Volpe. The 1-ball-1-strike pitch. Volpe swings. Sharp line drive. To left center. It falls in for a hit. Taking second is Braza. DJ LeMahieu stands at the plate. Coleman delivers. LeMahieu with a swing. Ground ball to Witt Jr. To second for one. And on to first, a double play. Over to third goes Braza. Next up is Aaron Judge. He drew a walk in the sixth. Man on third with two out. Coleman from the stretch. Checks Braza. Kicks and deals. Swung on. Bloop. Down the line to short left. After it is Mondesi. But he just misses it. Judge has a hit. Braza comes home. Judge brings home one with a single. That gives Aaron Judge 20 RBI. The score is now 8-2, Royals still leading. And the batter now Giancarlo Stanton. He drew a base on balls in the sixth. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Down he goes on strikes. That retires the side. The Yankees score 1 run on 2 hits, no errors. A runner left on. Here comes Waters. Talon walked him in the fifth. The 1-2 pitch, here it is. Strike 3 called. And Waters will backpedal, turn, and head to the dugout. That pitch might have been a bit outside. Substitution. Coming in to pitch for New York right-hander Chesro. In 19.2 innings over 11 games. He's fanned 20 batters. Nicky Lopez settles in. For the game, 2 for 4. The outfield is shortened up for Lopez. The wind-up and the pitch. Knee high on the outside corner with a fastball, strike 1. The pitch. Swung on. Grounded to Volpe at short. He drills it to first. To retire Lopez. The batter is MJ Melendez. Rowe gets the sign. The delivery. Swung on. Fly ball. Out toward deep right field. Racing for it is Judge. Nearing the track. And he reaches up to glove it. That's all for Kansas City in the 8th. 3 up, 3 down for Kansas City. The score is 8-2, Royals over the Yankees. Torres is up for the Yankees. Flied out his last trip. 0 for 2 for the game. Now the pitch. The swing. Line drive. Out toward left. Prado hustles toward it. And he closes the glove on it. 1 out. At the plate is Austin Wells. He's hitting .155. With 1 home run and 4 runs batted in. 1 down in the New York 9. Coleman is ready to go. The wind-up and the delivery. Inside with the sinker. Now, the 1-2. Swing and a miss. He's out. A dastardly slider from Coleman. Zunino takes his time digging in. The Yankees are down to their final out. Going 1 for 3 so far. The full count pitch. Way out in front of a changeup. Strike 3. And that's the ball game. The Royals finish off New York, 8-2.